As you're going along with it, and then people that can't even fathom this next generation, fourth industrial revolution, all of us are in a whole level of it and are into it and see it as a long-term thing, are already grasping it and getting smarter as it goes.
I have so much to share. It's like there's so much that has happened over just the past year. It's so crazy how people don't see this. It's like, I mean, it's true. What I'm going to read, I'm actually going to start with this. We're going to roll into this discussion today. It's just that the world is distracted right now. I'm going to attempt to curve my tongue because now we're being recorded and I'm going to put this information on YouTube so that way people can see that we are one of the most successful trading and investing communities on the face of the internet right now. Not that everybody in this community is profitable, not that everybody in this community is phenomenally thriving, because that would be a lie, but vast amount of individuals in this community are. You guys are learning, you guys are growing, and not only are we growing as a community externally, but we're growing internally, and that's really cool to see. It's just so mind-blowing to me that we're going through the age of information, and it's like humans right now are they don't it's like they don't want information. It's like nobody wants to know the truth anymore. Nobody wants to um learn more, not only about themselves but about what's happening behind the scenes. It's like everybody's so, I don't even know. If you guys want to pick up conversation, you're more than welcome to cut me off and intersect. But I feel like this detachment from normal people right now. Like I can't go out in public and have a normal conversation. For example, I took my fiance out to the a restaurant the other day and we sat at the bar, and the guy wanted to talk about like musicians, and he kept asking me all these like trivia questions about music artists, and I wanted to tell him, I was like, bro, music artists that you listen to right now are all Satan worshipers. I don't give a fuck about any music right now. Like, do you even understand what's happening with the financial system? And I know that if I would have said that, I would have came off crazy and probably disrespectful to his like for music, which is okay. But it's like I just wanted to be like, bro, listen, stop fixating your attention on all of these outlets that are meant to distract you, like music, social media, freaking Netflix, and dial in. And you don't have to be sitting here serving people drinks at the bar, right? Because he told me, he was like, how do I, by the way, how do I know he doesn't want to be a bartender? How do I know he doesn't want to be a server? Because some people are okay with that. But he showed me his Instagram. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a music artist myself, and I would love to make music and travel the world and go perform." And like that's his dream. And I wanted to be like, bro, like go chase your freaking dream. Why are you here? Like, like, do you know what it's gonna really take to chase your music dream? Constant promotion of your music, going around and passing out, what is it nowadays? Probably like a QR code of your mixtape or something like that, right? You're not passing out mixtapes themselves, but you could pass out like little tiny business cards that could lead people to your social media. You could try to go and perform at venues. You should not be here serving people drinks at a fucking bar, bro. You should be out there grinding, paving away a path to your successful future. And I know, like, even just rapping now, people are like, what the heck is Cypress talking about? But like, do you see what I'm saying? If you say that shit to a normal person, they're gonna look at you like their brain's gonna melt. It's gonna fall out of their freaking skull. But that's what they should be doing. It's like no, not enough people in this world are doing that. And that's what I like about this community is, to some degree, even though you guys are still working 9 to 5 jobs, you guys are still, attaining to your day-to-day life. We're a community of like-minded individuals that, to some degree, whether it's through trading or investing or doing research or just being a part of this community, you're trying to change that. You're trying to head yourself in the direction of freedom to whatever degree we can each achieve that, being stuck in this global bubble. But you guys kind of catch my drift, right? So, anyways, so yeah, you're absolutely right, Javon. I think that, at the end of the day, I'm just grateful. I wanted to hop on here. We're going to talk about the markets. We're going to digest crypto. I'm just going to consistently attempt to show you guys that not only in Forex, but also in crypto, we give out proper information that you all should digest, internalize, and then use so that way you can properly react to market conditions to benefit from them, right? Whether it's risk off, risk on. Um, like Oscar was just mentioning, he, saw that at the beginning of the month, end of July, there was a risk off mood. He moved a lot of his assets into stable coins and was constantly earning yield the entire time, consistently, making money in this market. there comes a level of knowledge and information that you have to seek and want if you ever want to get past like just doing what everybody else is doing. And this community provides that to some degree, right? I can't sit here and say we have all the answers, but holy crap, man. I mean, I see no other community on the internet discussing some of the stuff that we talk about in the private channels here at CyPrX. So I'm going to jump in this. I'm going to just read a one page from a book that I wrote back in 2020 during the peak of the COVID lockdown when everybody else was stuck inside, miserable and suffering. I was like, I'm always reading books. I got nothing better to do. I've done nothing but trade all year. I'm stuck inside, can't go out, blah, 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 blah. Let me sit down, focus my attention, and write a book. So I did, and this was it. If for those of you who don't know, if you guys want a copy, you can go and grab a copy on Amazon. So I'm just going to read page 32 of this book, and it talks about just picking up where we left off the general populace, the mindset of the masses right now. And then we're going to jump into the crypto breakdown. And I'm going to show you guys some things that I had been mentioning publicly on the X space so that way people can see that we put this information out publicly. Timestamps are important. You guys know that I'm a firm believer of that. So I'm going to show you timestamps when we're putting this information out. And then we're going to fast forward to today, the current market environment. I'm going to show you guys how the mood has changed, how the risk sentiment has improved slightly, why that is, so you guys understand why cryptocurrency flipped bullish over the past consecutive couple of weeks, considering that at the beginning of August, end of July, we saw a market downturn, which in previous video breakdowns and fundamental coverages that we've digested on the CYPRX platforms, both publicly and privately, we talked about why that was. We had the yen carry trade at the beginning of the month. We had rising Middle East tensions driving more demand for safe haven assets like gold. We had recessionary fears, right? When we got the bad NFP reports from the US front, so on and so forth. And so we've already been past that. Now we're at a new phase in market structure and market dynamics. Cryptocurrency, total crypto market cap as of time of recording is hovering at about 2.21 trillion. I think it touched 2.25 today. And we've been waiting for this breakout for over 10 trading days. So again, we just need to do an update. We need to do a fresh what is it? Refresher? What am I looking for? What's the word? Review, excuse me. So that way next week we know where we're at because tomorrow, give or take, there's no fundamentals on the forefront, albeit Middle East tensions usually tend to escalate or de-escalate on the weekend. So we'll be paying attention to that. But next week is full of fundamentals that again we're going to need to digest, we're going to need to react to, and at this community, we're always going to be at the forefront of that. So I wrote here, just to reiterate what we were talking about at the beginning of this call, about the manipulation, how everybody's distracted. I said everything down to the last molecule in your body is controlled by your brain. Most people nowadays are completely detached from their inner ability to manifest positive vibrations and thoughts due to the massive amounts of distractions that we fall victim to on a day-to-day basis. These distractions have an extremely negative effect on our emotional state of mind, which each and every single one of us experience on a different level depending on our current situation. Social media, music, television, and billboards can all play to these distractions. And I said they can have an extremely detrimental impact on your daily way of life and limit you from having a healthy, clear, and productive mindset. How do they do this? By programming negative and non-educational content, constantly broadcasting negative news and subliminal messages, and conveying these messages to you for you to consume. You are consciously, but most of the time subconsciously, soaking in this unhealthy information regularly without even realizing the negative effect that it is having on your mentality and your decision-making process. Unfortunately, you have been tricked into believing that you are gaining from these media outlets, but in reality, this is predictive programming and you are consuming and giving, and it's giving you, excuse me, temporary dopamine fixes that you then gain no intrinsic value in the real world, right? If you pay attention to Netflix, you pay attention to fear, uncertainty, and doubt all the time, especially if you're on social media, which is always being pumped to the masses, it's going to lead to irrational decision making and you just being distracted from what's actually important. All right. And so the reason why I picked up with opening the call like this today is because I'm going to start sharing my screen. In cryptocurrency and trading and investing, one thing that I've learned in my successful entrepreneurship journey into trading and investing, I'm not a multi-millionaire yet, but I've made multiple six figures for over 4 years in a row. So I'd say that I'm a pretty successful day trader and investor. at the end of the day. And you guys know that I don't tout like I'm some multi-millionaire, especially in the private community. Can you guys see my screen okay, by the way, while we're here? Just so that way I can double check that.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
got you.
could see it.
Okay, cool. Um, what I've come by and what I've noticed is that like 98% of the information out there is like just straight garbage. And it takes a while for you to understand what's real and what's not. And I get that it's a part of the process. So I'm glad that you guys have realized that early on, hopefully in your careers. It took me a while. It took me like 5 years of my investing and trading career to actually like wake up and stop paying attention to people's communities and people's predictions and all the hype and all the bull crap. But when I did, I started tapping in and I started, actually making money, actually gauging the market correctly, which is possible. And I'm going to show you that in today's video breakdown. And doing it accurately week after week after week. It's not hard. It just takes common sense, logical approach to the markets, and really just blocking out the noise. So let me show you that we do that here at CYPRX. We have some of the individual CYPRX members on the call. So shout out to you guys for tapping in. If you guys are new to the YouTube, because I am going to upload this publicly, do us a favor. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We do appreciate it. It's free to do and it does help this platform grow, because for some odd reason the algorithm is always blocking this type of content. I can assume why, but at the end of the day, teach his own. All right, so we're going to start here with this post that I made. And again, like I mentioned, pay attention to timestamps. That's going to be one of the most important things for you to kind of grasp in this video breakdown, is when influencers are putting out information, it's extremely important. Like if you're following people that are telling you to buy when price is at a top, don't follow them. If you're following people that when the rest of the market is fearful, they're making posts like, what the heck is going on? Oh my gosh, why is the market dumping? Why is XRP down? They have no idea what the fuck is going on in the market when everybody else is fearful. Unfollow them. Those are not the type of people you want to be following. You want to be following the type of people that are putting out valuable information when the market's high and valuable information when the market's low. And again, I'm going to show you that here at CypherX, we're doing that not only privately, but publicly as well. So I said to you guys, we're going to start off with psychology, because psychology is always the foundation of any successful endeavor. If you don't have a successful psychological foundation, it doesn't matter in what field you're attempting to be successful at, you will fail. Doesn't matter if you're attempting to be a professional basketball player, the best trader in the world, the best cook in the world, in the best relationship in the world. If you don't have a strong psychology, you will fail. And I try to stress that in my community. Okay. So I said every second spent worrying about what has happened or what might happen next distracts us from what is important right here in the now. To truly master the financial markets, you need to start by focusing on the present moment. It's natural and human to obsess over past losses or stress about future predictions. However, every second spent worrying about what has already happened or what might happen distracts us from what is important right here in the now. And I actually write about this in my book. I talk about time and I talk about how the past is the past, the future is the future. They're both non-existent. And what only matters, and this is taught in ancient scripture, this is taught in ancient religions, this is taught, and the ancients knew about this a very long time ago, that the only thing that matters is in the now. And if you commit yourself to positive, consistent action in the now, every single second of every single day, inevitably the universe will provide for you and you will live a positive life, right? So I said most traders tend to focus on too many things that are out of our control. Instead, I urge you to focus on what you can control: your emotions, your risk management, your profit taking strategies, your stop loss orders, your research, your analysis, and your trading plan. By honing in on this aspect and these things in your trading and investing career, you will be better equipped to navigate the market successfully. And I put this out to everybody when everybody was fearful on August 2nd. If we go and look at the dates, okay? August 2nd is when the market was tanking. August 2nd is at the beginning of the month when everybody was fearful, right? The fear, crypto and greed index was at like a 27. And I was telling you guys, pay attention to the fundamentals, because the market is most likely going to turn around based on a certain set of factors. And I'm going to show you that I put this information out to everybody before the fucking retail crowd. That's the most important thing. It's hilarious. Okay. And you'll get people that are like, it's impossible to predict the markets. It's not predicting, it's reacting soundly to fundamentals when they come out and making adjustments to the moving tides of the market. Okay. And it's that simple. It's not predicting. So check this out. We go on to say right here in this post, this is now the day after. August 3rd. Again, remember at the beginning of the month, everybody was fearful. Crypto was selling off. We tapped into $1.7 trillion. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to go back down to $10,000, blah, blah, blah. You guys saw it. I know you did. I said, some altcoin prices are at lows from back when the bear market started to bottom out in 2022. This is a freaking blessing. Remember, they openly admitted that FTX was an opportunity, and you saw that right after 2022, prices started to turn around. That was because they were buying up everybody's fear. What do you think you should be doing given this amazing discounted opportunity yet again? Right? So I was literally telling everybody this discount and any more discounts that come, continue to try to buy that dip. And I know that it sounds cliche. Oh, buy the dip, buy the dip. No, know when to properly buy the dip. If you're buying these types of dips, you're most likely in profit. And if you go look at my portfolio today, it's probably up $40,000, right? How? It's not just magic. It's because I know when to strategically implement capital into this market to, in the near future, see price appreciation. I'm not waiting for some bull market cycle to make money, right? So I just wanted to show you guys that because again, I was telling everybody August 3rd, if we go look at the charts, August 3rd, prices were at a low. You don't want to be following people that are telling you to buy when prices are at a high. So that was again just me showing you guys that I'm putting this information out publicly. Then I said to you guys in this specific post, okay, this is where we're going to get into the fundamental aspect because a lot of people laugh at fundamental analysts when in reality, fundamentals are the things that create volume and volatility in the market to a certain degree, making these market makers make decisions. Or they're literally called market makers for a reason. They're not just making decisions in the market for no reason. No, they're fundamentally driven decisions based off of algorithms that are programmed into the market. We're not going to get into that right now. So I said to you guys, let's look at the date, August 5th. So day after the second, day after the third, August 5th. Again, market's still at a low. Market dump. Publicly over 2 months ago on May 23rd and June 10th, we told everyone that markets were likely going to redistribute and pull back to 1.7 to 1.5 trillion dollars. Here you guys can see that proof right here. The private CYPRX community on May 23rd was telling everybody we were going to dump down into 1.7 trillion, right? The reason why I'm attempting to show you guys this is I said right here, everyone was saying that we are crazy and that we're not bullish enough. It's time for you to mature in your trading and investing career and learn fundamentals. Learn risk on, risk off mood, okay? And start to implement that into your trading and your investing career. So let me show you guys how here at CypherX, we've been doing this. Let's go on the private channel so you guys can see. Let's go back to, I believe it was August 2nd, okay? This market update right here, August 2nd. And remember, timestamps are important. Friday, August 2nd. Keep in mind, here's the timestamp. You can see Friday, August 2nd. I'll give it a second. There it is. Okay, 9:47 a.m. I put out this market update. We're going to read through it. And I want you to pay attention to detail. So remember, publicly on X, we were telling you guys August 3rd, don't be fearful. Look at it as an opportunity. Not financial advice, but tap in, right? Here, I was telling you guys, master your emotions. In order to master the markets, you got to master your brain. And I urge you not to be fearful when everybody else is, and instead tap in, right? Here's the market update. Let's just look at what we said to the private community. I said to you guys, for now, the total cryptocurrency market cap remains healthy above. Actually, let's scroll up and let's digest this a little bit more. I want to get into the nitty gritty of this. Okay, I said right here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. Remember, this report was written on August 2nd. Keep that in mind when we do the fundamental update from today, where the market environment is at. I said the recent weakness in the labor market data, which was putting selling pressure on the dollar, could result in a positive long-term price action for the cryptocurrency market. This is because such data signals to the market that the Federal Reserve might be on the verge of cutting interest rates, creating a low interest rate environment. You guys see that right here, right? This is from August 2nd. And then I said, a lower interest rate environment tends to benefit risk assets like crypto because it reduces the cost of borrowing, encouraging investment and typically resulting in a weaker dollar. Oh, would you go look at where the dollar's at today? It literally fell to lows that it has not seen since the beginning of the year 2024, which makes alternative investments more attractive. It's important to note that if geopolitical tensions worsen, I gave them an alternative solution. Market participants might flock to safe haven assets like gold, the yen, and the dollar, potentially leading to further selling pressure on crypto. I said, any new fear, uncertainty, and doubt could result in additional downside momentum. But for now, the total cryptocurrency market cap remains healthy above 1.5 trillion on the higher time frame. Even if we did see a pullback to levels around 1.5 trillion, the market still holds promise. Okay? Ongoing regulatory developments and growing institutional interest suggest that the market could surpass its previous high of around 3 trillion in the future. Our main objective is to take advantage of discounted opportunities. Remember, I wrote this on the second. Manage market volatility by properly assessing risk and avoid overexposing our capital to price fluctuations that we cannot handle. If the market sentiment improves regarding the geopolitical tensions, so now that's the second factor that I mentioned needed to take place in order for us to see a market turnaround. I first mentioned that we needed to see rate cuts, right? You guys can see that mentioned right up here, right? The market might signal that the Federal Reserve is on the verge of cutting rates. That's number one. Then down here, I mentioned that we needed to see geopolitical tensions easing. If market sentiment improves regarding the geopolitical landscape, prices can hold above 2 trillion, we could start to see a bullish recovery. Our main focus is on the upcoming data indicating further cooling in the US economy, as well as possible ceasefire talks. Look at this freaking key vocabulary word right there. I'm a freaking sniper with the vocab. Ceasefire talks and easing tensions in the Middle East. These factors could collectively support more positive outlooks for the cryptocurrency market. Let's freaking fast forward. Let me blow your all's minds right here. Look at this. Okay. Look at this post, August 20th, 2024. Latest in the Middle East tensions, the Secretary of State in Egypt and Qatar trying to make progress on ceasefire and hostage negotiations. Look at this. Easing Middle East tensions, August 20th, 2024. And then what else do we have from today? What happened today? Jacksonville Symposium, right? Dollar weakness to fresh month lows amid rate cut speculation. The two things that I was telling everybody back at the beginning of August needed to unfold in order to see a market turnaround in crypto are now here, right? It was not hard to predict this. It was simple and logical analysis. So just to read this, as of time of recording, the US dollar had weakened to freshly lows of around the 100.650 psychological level, approaching the 2024 low from January. This decline was largely driven by the comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell at the Jacksonville Hole meeting today, where he confirmed the likelihood of rate cuts in September, right? And you can even go down in our report and you can see, look at the freaking retail herd. Look at this. This is a retail trading article. Let's open it up so I can show you guys. And what are they telling everybody? August 23rd, 2024. Bitcoin surges as Fed Chair Jerome Powell rate cuts in September promises, right? And what were we telling everybody back on August 2nd needed to happen? Rate cuts and Middle East tensions easing. Is that simple. Boom. Now we're at $2.5 trillion, making our way back to 2.3. Sniper shit right here. Nobody else in the community is doing this for anybody publicly or privately ahead of the curve, like we are consistently here at CYPRX. And I'm not doing this to toot my own horn. To reiterate back to what I've been trying to freaking teach people, it's not hard. It's all just about unlocking your mentality from the distractions, unplugging, literally unplugging. Like, it's weird how these markets work. You have to suffer extremely to recalibrate your mindset and your way of thinking. And then when you overcome that wall, that obstacle, and you come out on the other side, progressive mentally, you unlock shit that like normal people for some odd reason can't unlock. 90% of people that watch the CypherX YouTube probably have already clicked off this video breakdown. I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say that. They probably didn't get past 10 minutes. Want to know why I know that? Because I can see algorithmically how long on the back end of my YouTube people watch my videos. And it's about 60% of the viewers on my YouTube don't watch past 10 minutes. If I make a video that's longer than 10 minutes, that's sad. It's unfortunate, but it's true, right? And it's just crazy how we could drop a video like this showing people that we called this out, and we don't just do this in crypto, we do this in forex as well, and people will still not pique interest. They'll still go and look at bullish moon boys that are saying XRP is going to be $1,000 tomorrow because they drew some fucking trend line on their chart and threw a Fibonacci on it. Oh my God, man. Lord help the freaking human population, please, because I'm trying and I'm only one man? Oh man. So, anyways, I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because now here we are, right? And it's not done yet. It's not over. I'm expecting that if the market does continue to gain momentum and we can hold above this most recent breakout and then rolling into next week, we're probably going to end this month back above August monthly highs, which comes in roughly at about right around 2.9 trillion. If I'm not mistaken. Sorry, excuse me, 2.3 trillion. Yeah, here's August 1st, Thursday. So we're looking at about 2. give or take $3 trillion to surpass August highs. I think that next week being the last business month of August, again, a couple of things need to unfold. We need to continue to see a weakening dollar. We need to continue to see a risk on market sentiment. And we need to start to see breaks and pokes and bullish momentum and buyers' interest above these highs. If not, and we see the opposite, we need to be careful because, again, we need to understand that month after month, what has happened. Ever since March, every single monthly high has failed to be broken. You can see this is March. We roll down, we're continuing to make lower lows and lower highs. So now this is the new monthly high, most recently created in August. In order to continue this bullish momentum, we need to break and close above this. We need to continue the optimism in crypto and the risk on asset space. And we need to start making lower time frame higher highs and higher lows. Again, give or take some slight profit taking because we did just break out of this consolidation, but it is all adjustable, right? And if not, this could, and it's possible, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if the market does experience another downturn, Middle East tensions escalate, recessionary fears continue to grow, and the market experiences a disinterest in risk assets, this could turn into a premium after some liquidity grabs, and we could see a further pullback. Right now, I don't think that's going to happen. The market seems extremely optimistic, but is it possible heading into next week, as we remain data dependent, when we get the data, we will make an analysis, but we have to wait for further data. We have to see how the market unfolds. But now here we are. Things that we were mentioning and talking about at the beginning of August have now put us in a position where crypto currently, as of time of recording, is bullish. We've finally broken out of this consolidation that we've been talking about for the past almost 2 weeks now. And so it's just really cool to see that our digests and the way that we analyze the markets is unfolding week after week after week. So real fast, let me just do a shout out to all the CYPRX members that tapped into this call today. I really do appreciate you guys for tapping in. For those of you viewers on YouTube, if you guys want to come join us inside CYPRX, no gimmicks. I'm not here to tell you that you're going to get rich overnight, but if you want proper education about the markets, you want fundamentals, you want a like-minded community of individuals that aren't out there chasing pipe dreams, then come tap in. We'd love to have you on the team, man. We're just normal people really crushing this stuff. Okay. So yeah, with that being said, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm going to end the recording there and just have an open discussion if the members want. And then I'll let you guys enjoy your weekend. Everybody take it easy, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.